What's up, Facebook family? I want to quickly, try to quickly address the post that I had made about Black Panther movie. If you haven't seen the movie yet, you can turn this video off because it's going to be spoilers in this video. And I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible, but it's too deep to make fast. So I'm going to try. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this video. You can cut it off now. All right, gave you time. One of the best comic book movies ever made. Hands down. Characters were well-rounded. It was just an incredible movie. Just beautifully shot. Action was great. But the overtone of people working together and not shown in a negative light, African-American people or African people, was beautiful. Here's the reserve that I had about the movie. Here comes the spoiler. Michael B. Jordan plays a character called Warmonger. Okay, and I don't think this is so in the comic books, but in this film, Warmonger is from Wakanda, Americanized. His dad came to America and brought him to America. And it looks like his dad was about to overthrow the government or overthrow something. He was in the middle of something when they introduced his Warmonger's dad. So, long story short, Warmonger's dad ends up being killed by the Wakanda king at the time, which was shot like it was supposed to be in the 70s, I believe. So, T'Challa's dad, T'Chaka, I hope I'm getting them right and not mixing them up, was the king at the time. His brother had came to America to help blacks overcome oppression. I think that's what it was. And in turn, he had sold some of the vibranium, and so that was a traitor. He was a traitor. So the king's brother was a traitor. So he came, I believe he killed his brother and left Warmonger, a little boy, in America. So Warmonger grew up Wakanda American. So, long story short, Warmonger does all of this killing and beating and stealing to get his way back to Wakanda. He gets back to Wakanda, beats T'Challa to death, and takes the throne. Okay? Follow me so far. Once he takes the throne, he is not respectful of the society. He's not respectful of the elders. He's not respectful of the traditions. He goes through the plant that gives Black Panther his powers. He drinks of that plant and then destroys the rest of the plants because he don't want any other kings other than himself. This is the Wakanda American. So he wreaks havoc in the kingdom. Finally bring back T'Challa to get his throne back. And, long story short, he gets his throne back. What stood out to me was this. At the end, when Warmonger is dying, and they want to save Warmonger, Warmonger says, "I'd rather die than be in bondage." Okay? For all my war crimes. Then made reference to the slaves on the slave ship, saying, "I'd rather die drowning than to be a slave." That's what he made reference to. It's in the movie. When you go see it again, check that part out because it's deep undertone. What it said to me was, and I have African friends that tell me African Americans are not considered African. Sorry to hurt your feelings. They don't consider you some. Some don't consider you African. So when you on a slave ship and brought over here, you became African American, which is this is to me symbolizes warmonger. unruly, disrespectful, not undisrespectful, but disrespectful, unruly, don't care about tradition, only care about yourself. That was the Wakanda American that died in the film and said he'd rather die. What I didn't like was they didn't offer him the ability to be rehabilitated. The reason why it bothered me was the fact that at the very end of the film, Bucky is there being rehabilitated. I mean, come on. So you're able to rehabilitate Bucky, which did the same thing as Warmonger, but Warmonger, no. That's the undertone. That the African American, and I'm not trying to do a whole conspiracy about it, I'm just telling y'all the truth about it, was not able to be rehabilitated back into Africa. Back into the Wakanda American wasn't able to be rehabilitated back into Wakanda. He had to die. Bucky, on the other hand, we're rehabilitating him. So, Warmonger will not be in Black Panther 2 unless they dig him up and give him some of the herb that makes Black Panther have his powers. But that was what I was talking about when I made my post. You guys go see the film and then tell me what you think about my theory about the African American and the African. Because if you look at it, it's pretty much what it's telling you. So leave your comments and let me know what you think. I'm out.